Is Christmasless a word? Because this movie is very Christmasless. Bad Santa 2 is a sequel to the 30-year-old comedy Bad Santa, and it is directed by Mark Waters, written by Johnny Rosenthal and Shauna Cross, and it stars Billy Bob Thornton, Tony Cox, Kathy Bates, Christina Hendricks, Brad Kelly, and Ryan Hansen, among others. And this time our favorite Bad Santa, Willie Soaks, must team up once again with the guy who betrayed them, his little pal Marcus, and they are going to rob a Chicago charity. But they have to team up with a hateful mother of Willie. He doesn't want this, he is convinced, and the three start working together to plan a scheme to rob this charity. I can't call myself a huge fan of Bad Santa, but I laugh a lot with that movie, and I really do enjoy it. This movie, however, is just one of those sequels that just screams, look, we really wanted to do this, so we do this. Enjoy it if you want to. But as always, I like to start with the good, so let me start with the good. Billy Bob Thornton, he's good. He's like really good. This guy brings it all the time. He's not very much around, at least anymore, but he's really good here. He keeps that hatred, that asshole-like attitude. This is clearly not one of those lovable assholes usually we see in movies. This is an asshole through and through, and Billy Bob Thornton keeps that going throughout the movie in his relationship with Marcus, his relationship with his mom, and his relationship with Thurman Merman, who, I swear to God, I'm going to talk about him in a little bit. Kathy Bates was amazing in this movie. I really enjoyed her performance, her character to a point. I really enjoyed her relationship, her dynamic with Billy Bob Thornton, because these two don't really look like mother and son, but once you get into their story, it's really beyond what you can expect, and it brings some laughs. Look, once you start seeing this movie, the relationship between Marcus and Willie, it's predictable as all hell. You know what's going to happen from the dialogue, from the attitude these characters and the actors transmit through their performance. It's plain to see. Kathy Bates is one of those characters that I really liked her. I really like what she brought to the role. The character started to wear out in the ending of the second act, and then on the third act, once she went down the road that I absolutely expected her to go, it fell flat for me. And the ending itself, the whole third act of the movie completely falls off. I mean, it's way too over the top, even for this movie. The dialogue in this movie just keeps hammering you with fucks and shits and other swear words of the sort, and there are actually some good bits in there, but you count them with your fingers on one hand, my friends, and it doesn't really hold up. Christina Hendricks is also one of those characters that gets intoxicated with Willie. It's like this, you have this bad person, and this bad person is going to influence other apparently good people to make some bad choices as well. And that is what happens not only with Christina Hendricks' character, but with some others as well. And they don't really play a lot in this movie. By the end of this movie, they are completely forgettable. They brought a little bit of laughs, they shared a little bit of chemistry with our main character and our main actor, but besides that, they're not really that memorable. And let me tell you, Christina Hendricks is never a bad thing to see on screen. Okay, let me speak about Thurman Merman. He's annoying as hell. I mean, not one joke from him hit. It's one of those things that you have a character that is dumb and that can be really, really funny. He's completely nonsensical in the way that he looks at the world and at people and the way he establishes relationships. But this guy is a Westworld beyond that. I hope you like that reference. I mean, this guy just is beyond any comprehension, and in the movie where you have these people who are so centered, I mean, because there are some really shitty people in the world, and we get that through our main characters, then in comes Thurman Merman, who not only seems to be living in another world, but it seems to be living in another movie. It seems like he came out of a completely different, harmless, very funny, slapsticky comedy, and he comes barging into this movie. There's a nice story to him. He is the only good person in this movie. He is what makes the good inside Willie Soaks shine through, and that is completely commendable. I applaud them for building a character like this, for what he represents, but the character and his jokes are completely out of this world, annoying and irritating. It's not a harmful movie. It's not something that you're going to hate yourself for watching. You can see that the people behind this like the first movie very, very much, and they wanted to bring something out of that. But the plot feels the same, the jokes are derivative of the first movie, and the characters don't advance much, and yes, it's very predictable. Apart from some enjoyment in some scenes, appreciating some acting here and there, and some jokes that do hit, but there's never a laugh out loud moment, this is a movie that I don't regret watching. It's not overly long, but I can assure you, after watching this movie, I absolutely felt like Clark Gable. What did you think of Bad Santa, my beautiful geekies? Are you a fan of the first movie? Are you not? Do you want to see this one? Have you seen it? Let me know in the comments below, as well as your favorite rated R Christmas comedy. If there are more than this, I actually have no idea. Don't forget to start leaving your questions for the hashtag Rogue1Q&A. Ask me any questions you want about anything you want, and they can be about Star Wars, Star Trek, Westworld, Marvel, DC, Bad Santa, anything. And if you like this review, click the like button and share. That is a big way for you guys to help me out. And if you're not part of the beautiful geeky community, what are you waiting for? Come join us, feel the Christmas spirit, and we can be geeky united! Also, click the little bell right next to the subscribe button because there's some bugs on YouTube and you may not see my videos every time they pop up. So click the button and you will be warned every time. My beautiful geekies, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. I love you all. See you at Comic-Con. It's soon to come. Stay beautiful. Stay geeky. Yeah!